back again with another video. Yeah, I just have to collect my thoughts. So I have basically 3 different packages to talk about that have come in over the last week. And then I'll talk about what I have coming in for the next video and stuff that I'm currently searching for, waiting to hear back from a couple people in different countries to see if they're able to find what I asked. Doing more research on some of my all-time grails for soccer. So yeah, I think over the last week it's been pretty big with finding out different pieces of information on certain issues. I found a new set that I didn't know existed. So yeah, we'll talk about it. So the first one I won. I didn't think I wasn't really looking for one, but I saw it show up on eBay, so I just liked the auction, but I didn't think it would I didn't think I would pull the trigger. But yeah, so it was just a Roy Emerson rookie from the 1966 Reyes Romero set. So this is graded authentic because of the issue on the back, but I don't care. The front is sick. The front's great. So this definitely checks off this card, because you can't complain with that. There's a small issue up here, but like it doesn't matter. It absolutely just does not matter at all. There's an inaction pose from this set for him, and then that's it. Those are his 2 earliest issues, to my knowledge. Wasn't chasing it. I just had it as a liked save search on eBay, and it popped up, and it wasn't $300 like all the other ones. I think I got it for less than $50 is what I won the auction for. So yeah, so that was a great piece. It'll probably be placed on a shelf of mine. Probably take down another tennis card. And then the next one was something. It was technically 2 auctions, and it wasn't something I was going after that crazily until I noticed a postcard in one of the 2 lots, and I was like, you know what, I'll go after them. There were 3, and I didn't go after one of them because I didn't really notice anything I liked. So one was a bunch of individual people postcards, and then the other one was people / like inaction stuff, and I didn't really go through each postcard shown. I just saw one in one of the lots, and I was like, you know what, I'll put in a number for both and we'll see what happens, because I really like this set. I have several. It's the 1912 Stockholm postcards that I've talked about, and so I think in total I have like 60 plus the ones I already had. So slowly, I could honestly put the aim at putting it together. I won't, because I think there's like 400 plus, and a lot of them just don't matter. But I think I'm missing a few national teams for the soccer one. I don't think there's a USA one. There could be, but I doubt it. I don't think there is. But the ones I want to go through and talk about, I've already put into protected sleeves. So this one, this is MacArthur, and he was the winner of the marathon race, so he got gold. Nobody's chasing him, but I thought that was cool. Gold medal, marathon runner, 1912. These are 2 tennis players who got gold. Unfortunately, the 2 that you want got bronze because they were 2 Hall of Famers, but I don't know what happened, why they got bronze or whatever. But these 2 gentlemen, Kitson and Winslow, got gold. They're not Hall of Famers, but they did beat 2 Hall of Famers. So if I'm able to find, maybe there was a postcard showing one or both of them. I have not found it. Didn't really look for it, but yeah. This is pretty cool. So there's the in-action one of him running, or just finished the race. And then the more sought-after one. This is the first of the Flying Fins. So Flying Fin was a nickname designated to Finnish runners, long-distance runners. The most notable one was Paavo Nurmi. I have several cards of his from the 30s. I need to get his 24 A&N postcard and his 26 Greeling. Those are on my list. But he was the first one, and he won the 10,000 meter race. He got gold, and his name is Kolemainen. So, anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. Happy to get that. This is an in-action soccer postcard of England and Finland. So, England got gold. So I thought that was pretty cool. I already have the England national team postcard. And now this is the Denmark national team postcard. There's a couple of notable names in the team. This would be the earliest issue for those players. I can't remember the names of the players, but I'll have to mark them off my Excel sheet. But yeah, I just love these postcards because they are so detailed. They are, you know, real photo postcards, and you can just tell exactly who each person is. So, yep, that's the big lot of the 1912 Stockholm Olympic postcards. I think that's it, apart from the package from the Discord group. It's fairly large. So in the Discord group, I put in a request of looking for 1966 or 1969 Peruvian issues. I think in total there are several stickers from 3 albums from 1966 and 2 albums in 1969 with several issues I need. So a guy messaged me, a guy who I had talked to before, but I don't think we made a deal or anything. And he was like, hey, I have this, if you're interested. And I was like, absolutely, I'm interested. And so after a couple of days, he sent me photos. He was like, you know, just offer, you know, make me an offer. And I said a number. I said $100. He was like, sure, yeah, that works. And he was super easy to talk to, and he liked the idea that I wasn't selling, that what I'm looking for will stay with me, even if I had duplicates and stuff. And so what this is a 1969 Peru national team sticker from an album, which I'll show you the cover to, because it also shows like another picture of the team. And technically it's a rookie issue of Tifilo Kubalos, who's designated as the greatest player to come out of Peru, and he is right in the middle. What I want are a couple you know, individual stickers of him from 2 69 albums. Really, it's just this album that I want. He has 2 stickers from this album that I want. There's another album, but I'm not the biggest fan of the other album, and it seems more rare, but this is the album that I want the most. There's other ones. This gentleman here, I've shown off this before. This is from the same album, but his rookie's from 66. He has 2 rookies from 2 different albums. You know, one from one and then one from the other from 66, and they're beautiful, beautiful issues. Well, one of them's beautiful. The other one's okay. The other one's from this album. Te Unka. Te Unco, 1966 Te Unco. So yeah, so I got that. I made a deal for that, and then he was like, "What else are you interested in?" And I was like, you know, anything showing the Peruvian team in 66, 69, 1970. And so he just started throwing things at me, and he was like, you know, just we'll go through everything, and then you can offer it. And I think I said $50 from one item, and then $20 for everything else. And he was like, "Oh, that's way too much. You know, let's do $200 for everything," which is insane. It's insane because one item is easily worth more than the 200 by itself. So he, you know, great seller. He's actually looking for the Peruvian albums for me. So, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So he got me another 66. Well, this is 1970 team photo of the Peruvian national team. Two more. But these have different backs. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, nothing I would chase by itself, but you know, he just was offering them and I was interested. 1970 picture of the Brazil team. I actually have this in a much larger postcard from Mexico. I'm sitting on my shelf right now. 1978 team photo, but you can notice Socrates right here. I haven't shown off my rookie because I haven't, the 1976 Socrates. I haven't shown that off because I haven't had it shipped from Fanatics. I'm just waiting. There, you know, there's no point in me having it shipped yet. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool since it's from 78. I only want Socrates items from 76 to 78. There's two from 77. There's a couple from 78. You know, I already have his rookies, so I'm not collecting them. You know, I'm not going after them. If they fall into my lap, sure. This is 66 Te Unco. I forget his name, but it might be 69 Te Unco. I'm not sure. He's just another Peruvian name I'm after. It might be his rookie, it might not. I can't remember right now. So those were pretty cool. So, some non-South American issues. This is a 32 set, Bulgaria sports set, and it shows Zapan and Kuzura. So Zapan was on my list. I don't think this is a rookie. I think he has a Greeling. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then this is a very small Ben Barrack from 1949. So this is my second Ben and Barrack, and it's got a Mora back. So that's pretty cool. And then this is another Peru in action card of Chale scoring. So he's another player. I think his rookie's in 69 as well. Before I show off those. So this is the front of the album that I'm after. Tifalo Kubalos is, I think, right there. But yeah, so that's really cool. That'll be a cool display piece, because I think I'm gonna make a Peru part on my shelf. And then this was pretty freaking cool too. So these are individual stickers still pasted onto the original page. And he asked me if I wanted him to remove it. Oh. He asked me if I wanted to remove them, and I was like, you know what, just keep them on the paper. I'll figure out a way to display them. So there's the back. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think this is also 1970. It could be 69. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's 70. Because that would be a rookie issue if it was 69. And I don't think it is. I think it's 70. But the main reason I wanted to do the deal was, of course, the Peru issues. But it's also these. These are 1928 postcards for the 1928 Olympics, which Uruguay won, got gold. They got gold in 24, 28, and then 1930 they won the World Cup. And so their captain was Jose Nazazi, and they had Andrade and Graydon and all these other greats. Well, Italy also played in the 28 Olympics, and their captain was Luis Monti. And so both captains are on my list. Their earliest issues. Jose Nazazi has a 24 issue in the A&M postcard set, a team postcard set, and one like Cigarello's album. And then Luis Monti has dollar card out of Brazil, from 25 to 28. He was also part Italian. He might have, maybe he doesn't have a dollar card. He has a plus ultra card. Yeah, he's got a plus ultra card. He might have another Italian card as well. I can't remember. But let me show each one of these off. I think this is the entire set except for the team photograph of Uruguay. It might not be the whole set. But the guy who sold me all these items, he loves team cards. And I think a lot of these were duplicates or just didn't interest him anymore. And he only wanted the team card from the set. And he wanted to give me the rest, which was, I wasn't complaining. It was fantastic. So a lot of these are in action for Uruguay. And it wasn't Italy. It's the captain of Argentina. So there's Louis Monti right there doing a header. Louis Monti was he played for the Argentinian national team and the Italian national team. So early in his career, it was the Argentinian national team. So there's Nasazi leading the team out. Whoops. This is my favorite. So this is with the referees and the two captains between Argentina and Uruguay. So you have Luis Monti on the right and Jose Nazazi on the left. And this will definitely be, once I get more holders in, it will be in a holder and placed in the background, because this is magnificent. So, that's about it. That is it. Packages that I have to show any new items. But I want to talk about, so I've been searching for several grails, just seeing if I can find them. I don't know if I'd be able to pay for them. But one of them is a Swedish issue from a cornflake company that has Yashin, who nicknamed the Black Spider. He was a Soviet Union goalkeeper, one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. I don't have any cards of his, but the card I want is a 58 card that so far I only know of one person owning it. It's from a really rare set, and I have finally gotten into contact with several Swedish sellers who know the set and actually have cards available from the set. And so they know that I'm looking for the Yashin. It doesn't look like anybody else has contacted them for it. And And some people think the set's fake, but everybody in Sweden knows it's real. It just grades really high, and because of that, people think it's fake, but it's not. So the auction is something I really want. And then I found out there was another set that's super rare out of Sweden that has a Pele, which, you know, is out of question for me. It's a 48 card set, and it's split between 4 countries: Sweden, West Germany, Hungary, and Brazil, which I think are the final 4 for the 1958 World Cup. And so I'm interested in that set. I doubt I'll be able to find any cards from that set, because there's a Yui Sealer from that set that would be a rookie. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, but that exists. There's a Bobby Charlton from the England set that exists. There is a bunch of players from the Hungarian set. All these would be earliest issues, because 58 is the rookie year for a lot of these players. So there's Hungarian players from the, you know, the golden team from 1954. I don't think any of those would be earliest issue, because there are cards from 54 of, I think, all the players, and then pre-50s as well. But the Bobby Charlton and the Yui Sealer would be 2 great finds if I'm able to track down that set. The Pele will be really expensive. It won't be feasible for me, I think. The only sell, because it went at auction at a Swedish auction house, I think it went for $20,000, just the Pele. So yeah, we'll see. I doubt it. And then I really like the Sweden cards, but these Mexican cards I'm looking for, it's the 1978 Labrica and Unidas of Hugo Sanchez. I have 2 of his cards in the back. So that rookie, because I think he has 5 or 6, and 4 of them are super easy to find. 2 are super common. I don't have the 2 common ones. I have the 2 next rare ones in the back, and then there's 2 really rare ones, and I'm after the 2 really rare ones. It's the one I already said, and then the 1978 FKS Argentina album, except the regular FKS Argentina album does not have a Hugo Sanchez, but there was a Mexican release that was different, same album, but released in Mexico, and it does have a Hugo Sanchez. So I'm looking for those 2, and they're not impossible. You know, they're not impossible, but they are on my Grails list. My Grails, you know, everybody has a top 10. I have like a top 100, and I've been able to mark off a lot this year. And so those 2 are on the list, and then one that's on the list that's really just an album. I want a complete album, and it's the 1949 CONCACAF, like North American album that was released in Mexico, and it features all the players from the USA, Mexico, and Cuba. I forget what tournament it was. It probably wasn't CONCACAF. It was some early form of it. Beautiful set, and a seller I'm talking to on eBay thinks he can find all 3. So we'll see, you know. That album plus the 2 Hugo Sanchez's rookies. If anybody's able to find them, he is, because he specifically sells Mexican soccer items. So hopefully, you know, we'll see. And then what I have coming in the mail, I have several packages coming in from England. Some black players, really early. We'll talk about those that were able to mark off my list. An 1890s print that marks off a name because he only has Bane shields. There's 2 known, and they both are over $20,000. You know, they're out of. I don't really like Bane shields, but this print is beautiful, and so this print knocks off the name for me. You could probably guess his name if you know. 1800 England, you know, United Kingdom black players. I have a package coming in from France. You know, that's my Felix Boughton set that I that I won 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week and a half ago. I have, what else do I have? I think I have a Discord package of some Swedish cards that are not huge, but they're really important. A bunch of the names on the list they're great cards. I have 3 of them match up. They're not the rookies of 2 of the 3 players, but they are really solid pieces. I expect, the 1948 issue of 3 of the greatest Swedish players ever. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta talk about. So, all right, well, I appreciate it. Peace.